Edward Snowden, a tech specialist who was contracted for the NSA and worked for the consulting firm Booz Allen Hamilton, unmasked himself as a source after a string of stories in the Washington Post and The Guardian that detailed previously unknown U.S. surveillance programs. Washington Post, June 2013. In test project, NSA tracked cell phone locations. New York Times, October 2nd, 2013. Is the NSA Big Brother? The National Security Agency's collection and storage of metadata from cell phone subscribers. My name is Christopher Neal. In this presentation, I will be looking at the ethical issue as it pertains to the NSA's program, the actors involved, a definition of the ethical standards used to test the ethicality of the program and the application of those standards, and finally, a summary. First, what is the ethical issue being investigated? It is the National Security Agency's telephony metadata collection program. What is metadata? This is the transactional information that is associated with any cell phone communication. This will be the date of the call, the time the call was placed, the location from which the call was made, and the cell phone numbers involved. The contents of the communication always remained privileged. The NSA program collected and stored all this information, and subscribers were never made aware of the government's action. In this ethical situation, the actors involved are the National Security Agency and American cell phone subscribers. The ethical standards that will be used as the framework for an ethical litmus test will be that it is ethical if the action confers a group benefit, or unethical if the actor with full knowledge of the consequences and whose action is detrimental to the group. What is the ethical implications of the NSA's action? Was it ethical, unethical, or both? First, the NSA is charged with certain functions as a branch of the federal government. Second, these functions at times have far reaching consequences. Let's first take a look at 5 areas of governmental functions associated with the secret collection of metadata. Number one, it fulfilled the government's mandate to protect American citizens from harm. Number two, it provided a tool to detect suspicious activities. Number three, it preempted the actions of potential terrorists. Number four, the program's secrecy maintains the bad guy's digital footprint. And number five, it has a proven track record of averting terrorist attacks. On the other hand, here are 5 consequences that resulted from the secret data collection. Number one, cell phone subscribers were unaware of the program. Number two, cell phone subscribers were unaware that the government knew their call history. Number three, private information of subscribers were collected without explicit authorization. Number four, the monitoring of subscribers who have not been flagged for any wrongdoing. And number five was the clear violation of individual privacy. Now I will apply an ethical test based on the ethical standards I developed earlier. First, the NSA's data collection for the purpose of apprehending terrorists are subjected to the provisions of the ethical test. The action does confer a group benefit by protecting Americans from potential harm. Second, the consequences associated with data collection are subjected to the provisions of the ethical test. The action does not confer a group benefit but causes harm by violating individual privacy. In conclusion, the NSA's collection of metadata on cell phone subscribers serves a purpose, which is to locate terrorists among cell phone subscribers, and an inevitable consequence, which is a secret collection of subscribers' phone records. The determination of the ethical test clearly shows that the purpose of its action is ethical and its consequence unethical. Interestingly, Mr. James Clapper, Director of National Intelligence before the Senate Intelligence Committee, had this to say. In 2010 and 2011, NSA received samples in order to test the ability of its systems to handle the data format, but that data was not used for any other purpose and was never available for intelligence analysis purposes.